The story of the rundown, also known as Welcome to the Jungle, begins with Beck, a specialized retrieval expert, sitting in his car outside a nightclub. He's engrossed in writing a recipe for a dish he loves, a testament to his dream of opening his own restaurant one day. A man from the club summons Beck inside for a debt collection job. Beck is informed that the debtor is a massive football player, surrounded by his entire, burly team. Beck calmly approaches the footballer, stating that Walker, his employer, has sent him to collect his money. The debtor rudely dismisses him, telling Beck to inform his boss that he'll pay on Monday. Beck insists that this is unacceptable. He offers a simple compromise: if the footballer wants to wait until Monday, he must quietly slide his championship ring under the table. Beck promises to leave without a fuss, ensuring no one would even notice the transaction. However, the footballer becomes aggressively disrespectful and spits directly in Beck's face. Annoyed, Beck leaves the club. Later that day, Beck contacts Walker, explaining the man's belligerence and refusal to cooperate peacefully. Walker's response is simple and firm: "Okay, now you can handle this your own way. I just want that ring, no matter what it takes." Beck returns to the club and confronts the man once more, laying out his final ultimatum: he can willingly hand over the ring, or Beck will take it by force, an option that promises severe pain and trouble. When the man refuses, Beck erupts. He engages the footballer and his team in a brutal, one-sided fight. Player after player rushes him, but Beck methodically and savagely beats them all, stacking them into a pile of unconscious, battered bodies. After neutralizing the entire group, he spots the main debtor attempting to flee. Beck catches him, forcibly rips the ring off his finger, and reminds him with a cold tone, "I told you it would hurt a lot." As Beck exits the club, a surprise attacker, one of Walker's own men, blindsides him and snatches the ring before disappearing. Beck realizes he's been set up by his boss. Furious, Beck confronts Walker and immediately tenders his resignation, demanding all his outstanding money so he can walk away for good. Walker, however, is unwilling to let his best retriever go easily. He proposes one final task, his last job, for which he promises a payment large enough for Beck to finally open his restaurant. Walker then hands Beck a photo of a young man named Travis. Travis, Walker explains, is his son, an archaeology graduate on whom he spent a fortune for his education. Travis was supposed to be studying local cultures, but instead, he's gone rogue, wandering deep into the Brazilian jungle and causing his father endless frustration. Walker's mandate is for Beck to go to Brazil, locate Travis, and bring him back. Upon Travis's return, Walker guarantees Beck's full payment plus the job bonus. Reluctantly, Beck accepts the mission and heads for Brazil. To reach his destination, Beck enlists the help of Declan, a peculiar pilot who flies a rickety helicopter with surprising confidence. They soon arrive near the Brazilian jungles. During the journey, Declan informs Beck that Travis is likely in the small town of El Dorado. However, to even enter the town, Beck will need permission from the local tyrant, Hatcher, who controls all the mining operations and treats the locals as slaves. Beck acknowledges the requirement, agreeing to seek out Hatcher Fur. St. Meanwhile, in El Dorado, Travis is at a bar, meeting with Mariana, a local woman to whom he owes a significant debt. Mariana is well aware that Travis is obsessively searching for a legendary, priceless artifact known as the Gato, Devil's Eye, an item worth millions of dollars. Mariana asks Travis what he needs now. Travis requires a boat to cross a river and reach the heart of the jungle. Mariana agrees to provide the boat, but demands a 50-50 split of whatever treasure he finds. Travis initially scoffs, saying he doesn't work for mere basic returns, but their negotiations continue until he agrees to the equal split. He promises to return that evening for the boat. Beck reaches Hatcher's operation and observes the brutal way Hatcher abuses the local population. When he finally meets Hatcher, Beck explains he's searching for a boy named Travis. Hatcher tells him the boy is in town, but entry requires a payment of 10,000 reis. Beck pays the fee and enters El Dorado. He locates the bar where Mariana works as the proprietor and questions her about Travis. Just then, Travis appears, asking if they were talking about him. Beck confirms that Travis matches the description and that he's there to take him home. Travis immediately starts rambling and being difficult, confirming Beck's target. Beck delivers his customary ultimatum:
Option 1 is to come along willingly for a pain-free trip.
Option 2 is to resist, resulting in broken bones and a bloody nose, but Beck assures him he will still be taken. Travis mockingly asks what option Beck himself is taking, to which Beck replies, Option C. Travis foolishly attempts to attack Beck, completely unaware of Beck's true fighting ability. Beck quickly subdues him, handcuffs his hands, and prepares to leave. Just as they are about to exit, Hatcher arrives, forbidding Beck from taking Travis. Hatcher explains that Travis knows the location of the precious Gato, and he intends to take Travis there first to secure the treasure. Beck adamantly refuses and insists he is taking Travis immediately. Hatcher, enraged, commands his men to attack Beck. Beck unleashes his skill again, systematically taking down every one of Hatcher's henchmen. Despite the relentless onslaught of attackers, Beck refuses to use a gun, relying solely on his hand-to-hand combat prowess, a habit stemming from his dislike of firearms. He defeats them all, much to the awe of Travis, while Hatcher merely stands by and watches the destruction. Beck then drags Travis away. Beck secures Travis in a jeep and begins the drive, but Travis is relentless in his attempts to escape. He manages to kick the steering wheel, sending the jeep careening over a cliff. Both men manage to jump out, sliding a great distance down a hill before plunging into a pond. They are both minorly injured. Travis immediately tries to run again, but Beck intercepts him. When Travis attempts to intimidate Beck, Beck is forced to deliver a few corrective blows to shut down his non-stop chatter. Meanwhile, Hatcher is seen delivering a fiery speech to his remaining men. This outsider beat all of you and is now attempting to steal the most precious thing in my possession. We must capture both of them immediately. I will not allow them to take the Gato from my jungle. Back in the jungle, Travis is still being difficult, asking Beck to unlock his handcuffs so he can relieve himself. Beck refuses the cuffs but opens his zipper, while Travis is distracting him with towel. Beck is caught in a hidden net trap, which pulls him upside down. His diary falls out, and Travis attempts to snatch it, but in the process, he also gets caught in a separate net and plunges into the water. Beck pulls him out. Travis instructs Beck to open his zipper and pull him up to the top. They both manage to reach safety on the shore. They are then surrounded by a group of monkeys, who start playing with and irritating them. Suddenly, they are discovered by a group of rebels, freedom fighters, Hatcher's enemies, who capture and tie up Beck and Travis. Since the rebels don't speak English, Travis seizes the opportunity to lie, claiming that Beck is Hatcher's agent sent to kill them, and that Beck had taken him hostage. The rebels grow furious. Travis, seeing his advantage, claims Beck wants to fight their strongest man. The rebels release Beck, and one man steps up to fight him. Beck states that he doesn't want to fight, but when the other rebels join the attack, his anger flares. Beck quickly subdues his attackers, easily defeating their leader. At this moment, Mariana arrives, revealing herself as the true leader of the rebels. She scolds her men, confirming that Beck is not with Hatcher. She knows him from the bar fight where he beat up Hatcher's people. As night falls, Mariana explains the situation to Beck. Hatcher's tyranny has made their lives unbearable, forcing them to become rebels and fight back. She explains their plan: if they find the Gato, the treasure Travis is looking for, they will use it to free themselves from Hatcher. During their conversation, the man who fought Beck earlier returns, apologizes, and expresses admiration for Beck's fighting skills, comparing him to Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali. He gives Beck his locket as a sign of respect, which Beck accepts and puts on. Suddenly, Hatcher and his men launch a surprise attack, opening fire on the rebel camp. Everyone scatters and runs. As Beck, Travis, and Mariana are getting into a car, the man who gave Beck the locket rushes toward them but is shot dead by Hatcher's men. Mariana is grief-stricken, but Beck forces her into the car and drives away. As they escape, Travis reveals his map and offers to help them find the Gato, on the condition that once they find it, they must show him the way out of the jungle so he can complete his job and take Beck with him. Mariana agrees to the terms. They press on into the jungle, pursued by Hatcher's forces. Mariana then elaborates on her plan. Once they secure the Gato, she will not give it to Hatcher, even if he offers money, because he cannot be trusted. Instead, the treasure will be used to raise the money they need to finance their fight and oppose Hatcher directly. Continuing their trek, Travis announces that he's reached the location. The Gato is behind a waterfall. The three of them swim behind the cascading water into a hidden chamber.
Travis immediately realizes the chamber is riddled with booby traps.
To proceed, they must solve a complex code, or they could trigger lethal consequences.
They cautiously advance, navigating the various traps.
When one of them steps on a hidden wooden plank, the plank breaks, causing a cascade of large rocks to begin falling from above. Travis, using his archaeological knowledge, quickly calculates the next safe path. As Beck or Mariana move, more planks break, and more rocks fall, threatening to crush them. But just in time, Travis reaches the grotto, retrieves it, and urges the
M to run.
They flee as the entire structure collapses behind them, leaving the chamber desolate.
With the grotto secured, they emerge from the waterfall.
Mariana reminds Travis of their agreement, stating that the 50-50 split will be enough to free her people. As she speaks, she offers both Beck and Travis a local fruit known as Kolakis. Travis, preoccupied with his plan, explains that the grotto is not about money for him, he intends to give it to a museum, as he was never truly interested in the cash.
Just as he finishes speaking, he collapses to the ground, followed instantly by Beck.
The fruit has paralyzed them.
Mariana stands over them, taking the grotto. She calmly reassures them that the paralysis will only last a few hours and that they will be fine.
She explains that she must take the grotto, as it is the key to her people's freedom. As she leaves, she promises Travis that she will keep her word and ensure he gets his share. After some time, the paralysis begins to wear off, but they are mocked by a group of monkeys.
As soon as Beck regains full movement, he screams at the monkeys, frightening them away.
Beck handcuffs Travis and takes him to Declan, ordering him to start the helicopter.
Declan reveals grim news: Hatcher has captured Mariana and taken the grotto from her.
He fears Hatcher will kill her soon.
Both Travis and Beck are disheartened.
Beck, however, refuses to accept defeat.
"I promised Mariana that I would give her the grotto and that she would leave safely," he declares.
"Now the grotto is with Hatcher, so I have to fulfill my promise."
Beck and Travis prepare to rescue Mariana. Beck calls Declan and asks for his help.
Back at Hatcher's camp, Hatcher is interrogating Mariana, demanding to know how many rebels she has hidden, vowing to eliminate them all. Hatcher is then informed that Beck is there and wishes to speak with him.
Hatcher asks what Beck wants.
Beck delivers a new ultimatum. Option 1 is that you release the girl, drop the grotto, and leave this town forever.
Option 2 is that I will force you to leave.
Hatcher laughs and orders his men to deploy, eagerly awaiting the fight. Just then, Declan arrives in his helicopter, creating a massive aerial distraction. Simultaneously, the ground begins to shake violently.
Suddenly, hundreds of cattle stampede through the camp, scattering and trampling Hatcher's men.
Declan disappears into the chaos.
Travis, seizing the opportunity, attacks Hatcher's confused and scattered forces.
He brutally beats anyone he can catch, though he refuses to use a gun, often getting hit himself as a result. Beck, meanwhile, begins fighting strategically, picking off Hatcher's men one by one. Hatcher, realizing the danger, instructs his remaining men to grab Mariana and the grotto and retreat, promising to meet them later. As the fight rages, Hatcher's men open fire on Beck and Travis, hitting a large fuel tank, which is minutes away from a massive explosion. Beck knows he cannot win under his usual rules. He breaks his own code, picks up a gun, and begins shooting, efficiently eliminating the remaining attackers.
He then detonates the fuel tank, wiping out the last of Hatcher's forces. Travis spots the vehicle carrying Mariana and the grotto. He chases the car, successfully ramming it and rescuing Mariana. Beck finishes off the rest of Hatcher's army.
Now, Hatcher's three most dangerous mercenaries confront Beck and attack him.
Beck, an unstoppable force, gives them a grueling fight, eliminating them one by one. As he prepares to strike the final blow, a hidden mercenary from above prepares to shoot Beck.
Travis, quick on the draw, shoots the attacker, causing the mercenary's rifle to fall into Beck's hand.
Hatcher then stumbles towards Beck, attempting to kill him, but Beck shoots him first. Beck gives him one last chance. "You still have a chance. Quietly leave this town, and I won't do anything to you." Hatcher defiantly declares he will not leave until he dies. At that moment, the entire townspeople arrive.
Hatcher attempts to manipulate them, saying, I provide you with 2 meals a day. If I leave, you will all starve again. He then raises his gun. The villagers fire on him. Hatcher, riddled with bullets, tries to walk away, announcing, I am leaving. But he collapses and dies from his wounds. Beck approaches Mariana, unlocks her handcuffs, and expresses his disappointment. It seems the Gato is lost again, but I will find it soon and give it to you.
Travis then steps forward, asking, Are you talking about me?
He hands the Gato to Mariana, telling her, take care of it. Beck then promptly handcuffs Travis's hands.
Mariana assures Beck, I remember my promise, and I will definitely give you your share. Beck then departs with Travis. Beck soon delivers Travis to Walker.
However, he witnesses Walker immediately begin to beat and curse his son, calling him his biggest mistake.
Seeing this, Beck finally understands why Travis ran away. He decides he cannot leave Travis there.
Beck pulls the Colacus fruit from his bag, claiming it's a Brazilian tradition to eat this fruit to celebrate the completion of a job. Walker agrees, and Beck feeds the fruit to Walker and his entire staff. As soon as they eat it, they all collapse, paralyzed. Beck carries Travis out and tells him, get in the car.
We are getting out of here.
But Travis, true to form, immediately starts complaining, and the movie ends.